Hey, what's good, y'all? Today we're gonna do some straw pasteurization. That is my straw pasteurizer. Well, this is just the first. This is my Mach 1. As you can see, this is a very simple build here, y'all. All I have is a little drain that I made of a bulkhead. That's a 3/4 bulkhead attached to a brass valve. You can see I just have it right on top of my propane burner, and that's pretty much it, y'all. This is definitely gonna change. I got a lot of different ideas, and this build is pretty much as it is, dude. I really don't, but really not too much to explain here. I did say straw. Stop moving, dude. I did say straw pasteurizer, right? All right. We got a bunch of straw in here. I'll weed whack the hell out of this, so it is very fine. Add a little water. The goal on the key here is to make sure that all the straw is submerged. So this is its maiden voyage. I seriously doubt I'll ever do it like this again. Those legs just feel a bit sketchy for me, and I'm realizing now that I can actually remove the actual fire element. So next time around, I'm gonna make this a lot lower. But seeing that I got it filled up right now and there's a lot of water already put in there, I'm gonna go ahead and let it ride. I'm just using some canvas drop cloth there, something I just got from the hardware store. More than likely, if I do decide to keep going down the road of this type of pasteurization, I will build an actual basket. All right. Yeah, if I do decide to go a different style of pasteurization, more than likely what I will be doing is steam. Though I am using straw for my oysters, I'm not using straw for everything. So basically, if I can make these bigger units, I potentially could be able to process or pasteurize my straw, as well as possibly sterilize some other substrates as well. At least that's the plan, man. We'll see how that works out. What I'm going to be doing is keeping this under 170 degrees for right about 90 minutes. Bye. That's enough for the pasteurization process. I don't want to cook this too much more because I don't want my straw to start to break down. That causes problems later on. We don't want that. We want no problems. I just want to keep everything, for the most part, al dente. You dig? Everything's got to be al dente. That's how the mushrooms like it. They like it al dente. Hear that? You hear that inflection? Al dente. I've been around. Anyhow, that is what I'm doing now. So, right about 90 minutes, 170 degrees. We got to play around with that a little bit. I got other work to do. I'm going to let this thing fill up, and then I'm going to catch up with y'all. Hey, do it, man. All right, y'all. I got mad stuff to do out on the plot. I'll check back on this in about an hour. That's about the average time I've been hearing people wait for this to get up to temp. Oh yeah, I gotta put a thermometer on this thing. What I'm gonna do is kind of fashion a bit of a top, not so much to really retain any heat, although that is an added bonus. That's something that would be good. Most people that I see build these things really are concentrating, which makes total sense, concentrating on insulating the inside or the interior of their barrels. I, on the other hand, have a different idea, and I kind of want that heat to radiate. We'll get in that a few videos from now. I'm gonna go make a top for this, just for the most part to hold my thermometer, and go do mad work on the plot. I got harvesting and stuff to do. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, so what I have is my thermometer. You can get these guys on Amazon. This is the candy thermometer, so that's why it has a really long stem to it. I think this is like a 9-inch, I'm not quite sure. Look for the longest one that you can find. What I'm gonna do now is try to probe this or stick this as deep into my top bag as I possibly can to try to get it to the middle. It's gonna give me the most accurate reading as to just how hot everything is, because I don't want that stuff to overcook. All right, so I'm gonna let it get to 150 degrees, and then from there, I'm gonna play with it. Just because we have all that straw at the bottom, and I wanna make a little bit of a buffer, I don't wanna overcook that. I got some planting to do, y'all. I got stuff on the plot. All right, y'all, so right about an hour, and the beautiful Bohemyth has not reached even 150. So we give it a little bit more time. Like I was saying before, this is gonna get a lot more improved over time. Actually, probably pretty soon. But I just needed something to go pretty quick. I needed to stay in the game. Just some real quick style stuff, and then I will be jumping on to some other things. Like I said, this is going to expand. It's going to be dope. I already see it. I already feel it, literally. Yeah, y'all. Anyway, we'll check back in a couple more minutes. I got to get back to work because sadly it has only been an hour and I'm nowhere near. Although what I'm doing is looking very nice. I must say I am putting a lot of detail into this. Just maybe a little bit too much. I need to get a tool. I'll talk to y'all. So we're finally at 150. I threw my jacket on top of this thing and it helped out a lot to speed up the process. So you guys can see that. But anyway, so there you go. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and pull it out in about an hour and a half from here, no matter how hot it is. Hopefully it gets to about 160. I'm not gonna adjust the temperature either. I'm gonna leave it there. And if it keeps on climbing, then cool. If not, cool. It's in there boiling now. So I have a feeling that things are a lot hotter at the bottom. And like I said, I don't wanna ruin this batch of hay or straw. We'll check back in a sec. Y'all should look at that. Yo, there is a noticeable difference in here. This is gonna work way better than I thought. Oh my gosh, stay tuned, y'all. Okay, the beautiful Bohemyth is still going. Let me see here. The jacket really helped out a lot. So we're still at about 150, a little over it. So we turn this thing off here pretty soon. Going good, but it is warm in here. You know, we're pretty still open here. It's pretty cool that it's warm, this warm from only this one burner and this one barrel. It's a heat sink. It's gonna get real cold. This is dope. All right, y'all. So we are right about an hour and a half now. Woo, dude, it is so much warmer in here. Crazy. We are at about 170 right now, huh? 180. I'm going to turn this off and pull the bags, let them cool. I won't be doing any I feel like an ant on me. I won't be doing any inoculation until tomorrow. So good night, baby. I didn't jump, dude. Don't judge me. Now there are winches and stuff that you can actually get. Homie Farmer Crunk was letting me know. So I might actually end up getting that, especially if we go over to a basket. The temperature that this thing is in, or has created in this structure right now, with it being fairly open, the difference is amazing. I don't know exactly what the difference is or the contrast is between out of this structure and inside of this structure, but there's definitely a difference. You feel it immediately as you walk in. As we go into winter, these heat sinks pretty much, or pasteurizers, are now going to be playing double roles in actually keeping this place warm, as well as pasteurizing our straw. So that is awesome, y'all. You don't even understand on the amount that that's going to cut down on our electric bill, especially for the winter, because that's when we actually, our electric bills get up pretty high. Now, don't get me wrong, we are running propane, but because I'm running that and I'm relying on water, much like the water heater in your house, it holds in heat relatively well. That's why this works in a solar setting as well. If you like were to go out, and this is in a black can, or probably even this green, just the darker the better, and put that out in the sun, the idea would be that that warm water would heat up enough for when you bring it in here, and if you had enough of them, you probably would, you know, not freeze at least at night. So that's an awesome thing. With this being controlled heat, the heat that thing is distributing for me is really good. There's other builds that I can actually do where I'm not even using my propane and actually going into electricity. I do plan on running heaters in here as well, and I'm hoping to just go the gas route. The cheaper the better. The structure is big enough now, and it's, you know, just pretty much established for microgreen growing. So we're gonna really rock this, y'all. Dude, this is gonna be ill. Our bills around this place are going to drop dramatically, finally, because we actually have this structure. So I'm really looking forward to that. This is caliente. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So the beautiful Bohemyth is birthed. That's gross. But we got a mad amount of hay here. As you can see, we got the thermometer in here. This is the thickest amount right there in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is let that get down to 80 degrees. Actually, it's gonna go way lower than 80 degrees, to be honest with you. I'm gonna inoculate this tomorrow just because I got to go to drop off some stuff at a restaurant and then get hang with the fam, y'all. This is not gonna stay like this at all. Yeah, there's a lot of changes coming up on this, man. But that's cool. I know what they're gonna be and I know how to do them, so it's gonna be dope. Outside of that, I think I'm definitely gonna need another one of these because I think that we might only have enough for five buckets. So it's either that or going into logs, you know what I'm saying? Which, I don't know. Plastic, you understand? Dilemmas. I think this thing's clogged up. When the water cools down, I'll try to unclog it. At least get it pouring out a little bit better. That water's hot, y'all. I gotta go to the restaurant. Peace.